Hey, just wanted to give you a little bit more information because I know when I was new to coaching, didn't know what it was, and people were offering coaching, I would have wanted to know this stuff. The difference between therapy and coaching is that while both modalities can help you know more about yourself and gain clarity, coaching is focused on the here and now. We're not going to go back to family origin of to look at issues and to dig that up. I might sometimes ask you, have you seen this pattern repeated somewhere else? But coaching is really about performance. That's how I think about it. And if you want to improve performance in an area, so I'm a mindset coach. So I like to think of you really want to work with a mindset coach when you're ready to make a change in your life, but you're too scared or you're too stuck or you don't know how. A good coach will really listen to you, try to understand who you are and what motivates you, and then kind of reflect that back to you to meet yourself again, to believe in yourself, and to help start walking on the path of change. So I describe it like this, is that if I wanted to make a big change, like let's say I wanted to move somewhere completely different, and it happened overnight. I'd maybe wanted it for a long time and then I got it all of a sudden, but my mind hasn't really adjusted to it. I haven't stepped into how to really live that life. I hadn't planned for it. I hadn't thought about the fears and insecurities I would have and how I was going to deal with that so that I could enjoy what I had always hoped for. That's what mindset coaching does, is it really teaches you how your mind is this huge asset that a lot of us just don't use. We're really stuck in habitual thinking. We do things from fear most often, especially as we get older and we start hearing a lot of thoughts like, well, I've tried that already, or I'm too old to make that change. Well, I'm stuck here now. So those things are just thoughts, and we don't have to believe every thought we have. So as your coach, what I will do is I first listen to you and try to understand where you're coming from, where are you dissatisfied in your life, maybe where you want to either think differently or act differently. And then I do an activity to better understand what your values are, because I strongly believe in value alignment when you are making change and making decisions. Then we'll listen for what kind of change you want to make and how you want to make it. Set realistic goals. We kind of think through what are typical barriers you might run into with those goals and how will you handle that. If you're trying to change a pattern that you've been doing for a long time, we do a lot of kind of role playing back and forth to figure out how will you act when those negative thoughts come up or when that annoying family member comes up and says you can't do it. So it's really a great partnership where we walk side by side and you are really the expert in your own life. And I just teach you new tools to become even better at making decisions, even better at moving through guilt quicker, and even better at really centering yourself, your life, your dreams front and center so that you don't wake up 20 years from now being like, what just happened? Who am I? What's important to me? I don't know. I've poured everything into everybody else. That's one of the things I'm trying to prevent for moms because I've seen it happen time and time again. So I want you to live your best life in a way that's authentic to you, that feels good to you, and is grounded in your values and what's important to you. Because I believe that the more happy women we have, the more happy relationships, happy societies, happy communities. Women and mothers in particular affect a lot of other people. So once we're good with ourselves and we know how to communicate and we know how to protect ourselves and have our own boundaries, we move through the world a lot more confidently. So that's kind of what's driving me to do what I do. And I hope that I've explained a little bit. I always offer free consultations. Coaching usually comes in packages because you really want to work with somebody for at least a couple months to be able to learn the new habits and learn the new behaviors. But I can do individual sessions too. But definitely try to book a free consult with me so we can get to know each other. Thanks.